Oh, man. Jose Benavidez, father, trainer of David Benavidez, rips Canelo Alvarez. Let's talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy, Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing SLC. Subscribe, like, and comment. The red and white button is your friend. Subscribe. We're going to close the year in great fashion. Now, Canelo is scared. He says he doesn't want to fight Mexican fighters, and Jose Benavidez did an interview. He says it's because Canelo is scared. This is what he said, to be specific. Quote, "You got to understand the reason that Canelo doesn't want to fight any Mexicans because he lost to Bivol. He didn't really lose. Losing to a Mexican, that would take all of his legacy away." So he's saying Canelo would rather lose to an Eastern European or a Russian fighter than to lose to someone of the same like heritage and descent. And that might be tricky to some, but I understand what he's talking about, right? He's just saying that culturally, there's certain fights you don't want to lose. And like you even see certain people, like sometimes you see two black fighters that hate each other, don't like each other, or there's this tense buildup or animosity. And it's like, you got to go even harder because you don't want to lose to, you know, a fellow brother or whatever. You know, if you know, you know. Like, just think about Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales. It was like a battle of Mexico City versus Tijuana. And it was like, who was the best and what region of Mexico was the best. So I understand it, right? You even have fights like, let's say, Adrian Broner versus Emmanuel Taylor. Broner put his hands around Emmanuel Taylor's throat at the weigh-in and was choking him. And it was just such a tense buildup. And even though Emmanuel Taylor is not necessarily the most elite fighter, he gave Broner a tough fight because of the animosity and just not wanting to lose to Broner, especially with the disrespect. Jose Benavidez Sr. continues, says that's in Canelo's mind. That's what he thinks. So that's why he doesn't want to fight a Mexican fighter, because he's not going to look good against a Mexican. That's my opinion. He will not fight, especially David Benavidez. There's no effing way, F-U-C-K-I-N-G. There's no fucking way he's going to fight David. Canelo, he's effing scared. That's what he is. He's scared. That's the real reality in boxing. He's scared. That's why he doesn't want to fight good fighters, fighters that are dangerous, fighters that are going to bring a good show. He's only trying to fight guys that he knows he's going to beat. Mexicans come and give it everything. They leave their heart inside the ring, and he doesn't want to face those fighters. We're not worried, though. David Benavidez is only 25 years old. Actually, we're trying to fight in November, December. We got a lot of things going on, so we're not worried. David is super young. Sooner or later, Canelo is going to have to vacate those titles, so we're going to get to fight for them. There's no other way. Boom. I love it. Shout out to Team Benavidez. I love it. This is the passion. This is the energy that we should be seeing from fighters. If you want to be a true samurai, true warrior, or in Spanish, guerrero, this is what you have to do. You have to have that willingness to fight the best, prove your worth. And, you know, David Benavidez looks like he truly wants to do that. People complain, oh, why are you fighting David Lemieux? The WBC told him he had to fight David Lemieux. And it's not like he hasn't been calling out Caleb Plant, Jamal Charlo, Canelo for sure. And just none of those fights have manifested for different reasons. Maybe PBC wanted to make Caleb Plant coming off a loss versus Anthony Durrell first. Who knows? You know, maybe the money of paying both Benavidez and Caleb Plant. I don't know. You know, I don't know the specifics. You'd have to ask them. But either way, I love this response from Team Benavidez. And the great Ego Stradamus strikes again. Everything Jose said was what I've been telling you on my channel. Canelo kept saying, mi era, meaning my era, this is my time, I'm the face of boxing. All that stuff is a dub. He's coming off a loss, and he's still seemingly acting like a diva. And where do they do that at? What part of the game is it where you can lose and lose bad to a Dimitri Bivol, and then your attitude is like the big shot caller, as if you don't have to climb back up the ladder? Like, I get it. He's still Canelo. He can still generate some sales or some interest. But at the same time, there's no humility in what Canelo's saying. How are you going to outlaw certain fights in general. How can you just say before outcomes of fights, hey, I'm not fighting him, or them? You know what I mean? It's just, this is unheard of, uncanny behavior that we're seeing in boxing. And I'm glad someone outside of myself is continuing to call it out. So shout out to Jose Benavidez. You know, I'm going to keep supporting what's great. You know, hopefully David Benavidez gets him the winner of Anthony Durrell, even though he fought Durrell. But if Durrell wins, that's a great win versus Caleb Plant. Or if Caleb Plant wins, then, you know, we want to see that fight for a minute. Jermall Charlo, David Morrell Jr., you know, Canelo. The Canelo fight is doubtful. You know, Benavidez is saying he thinks Canelo's scared. And there's different levels of scared. Like, to me, I don't know that Canelo's like shaking his boots of fighting, because he's been fighting since age 15. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. But I can understand some fighters are scared. And I think more so this is what it could be for Canelo. Payday, you want payday, I know that. I think Canelo is scared to lose that love for the public. You know what I mean? Because Canelo, he's making great money, more money than most fighters in boxing, you know, outside of maybe Floyd Mayweather or something. And he's making great money. The fans love him, and he's bashing up European fighters like Billy Joe Saunders. You know, he may extract revenge and possibly stop Gennady Golovkin. That's what he wants. You fight David Benavidez, win, lose, or draw, you're in a tough fight. Same thing with Jermall Charlo. Andre's a very tricky fighter, etc. So I think that's what Canelo is truly afraid of not being the man. And if you lose, you keep losing, you're removed from that aura. Let me know how I did. David Benavidez' dad rips Canelo, and I like the pressure they're putting on. Drop your thoughts in the comment section, because I am the best in the business. SLC. Subscribe, like, and comment. Holla. Introducing Super Thanks, right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.